Hello everybody, this is JDV Talks podcast, episode 2. Today is April 18th, 2023. So it's been a while since I made a last podcast episode. It's been a few months. I've been doing okay, just been busy. I haven't really been creating that much podcast stuff, mostly all the YouTube stuff. A lot to talk about going on in the world. It's already April. A lot of weird stuff going on. And I decided in this episode, I need to talk about the real things going on that no one else is really talking about as much. Like, we know the world is kind of falling apart every day slowly. And people going crazy over inflation, cost of living, job security, which there isn't any, survival, basic needs. I mean, it's possible to get all that, but I'm tired of being tired, you know? We don't want the basic needs met, covered. Seems like no one has that as much. It's too hard to achieve nowadays. Jobs won't hire you. They say nobody wants to work, but they're just being picky. And they don't pay much of anything anymore. They say, oh, you need to go back to college, get that degree. Well, that's fine. There'll be jobs available for that degree if you can get one without taking any debt, which is impossible nowadays unless you do the free route, but even that, it's sketchy. And people and companies, they're just being super greedy, you know. The last couple of years, since 2020, that's what has been going on. It's like, what do you expect us to do, you know? Things like costing more, gas prices are going up every day. Some cases not so bad, but the greed is there. You know, you can see it. You see that they're profiting off it. And I know I'm just ranting. This is a podcast, but I'm speaking my mind here. And this is what I see going on. Will the world get better? It's possible. But not anytime soon. No matter what party, no matter what religion, no matter what thing that you do, everyone's going to have to pick a side. And there's always going to be division, no matter what we do. That's just how it goes. It would be nice if we all come together and live in the Star Trek world. It would be nice. Is it possible nowadays? Not really, unless things come around. But even that, I don't see it. That's why during these tough times, you have to be spiritual. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about taking care of yourself, meditating, finding peace within. That's the main thing. You know, we're struggling day by day. You can always go within and not be in fear anymore. Because when you think negative things happen a lot. Think positive, goes positive, but it depends on how that works, you know. It's all about your mental state. Mental health is a big thing. I've been through it. I've seen loss. I've seen death. I know what it's like. So, you know, just do what you can. Be grateful to be alive. Relax if you can. Not be so stressed out. I know it's hard to do, but it's really the only way to really do that. You know, you gotta go within. Find peace during this time. Yep, and this is a podcast. My podcast, you know. That's what I'm decided to do when I feel like it. This stuff needs to be said during these tough times. You know. And everybody should not impress people. There's no point. There's really no point in doing that. Sure, you want a nice house, a nice car, but at what cost? Your mental state, your family, or just impress people. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. There's no need to do that. Because when you impress people, as soon as you get the nice thing, they already moved on to something else that you don't have. And it keeps going in circles. Just don't care what they think of you. You're you, you're not them. Time to focus on you. Be the change that you want to be in your own way. Don't let people cut you down from what you don't have, or what you haven't accomplished, or what you haven't created. Create what you want, Draw what you want, paint what you want. Just create. Go on nature. Take pictures of beautiful places, of nature stuff. Mountains, oceans, lakes, trees. The world is endless with nature. Go within nature. You'll be surprised. Local parks, state parks, waterfalls. Like I said, it's endless. Learn about outer space. Space is infinite. You'd be surprised. Learn about your passions. Learn how to be happy. Learn how to control your mental health. Figure out how to solve these problems. We can't solve them, but we can brainstorm. We can be a community. The main thing is to fix ourselves. Money isn't the answer for some things. Yes, it'd be nice to have to survive for basic needs, of course. But if places and jobs are not willing to provide work, what do? You try to work for yourself if you can. Or get a part-time job somewhere that you can handle. Cost of living is ridiculous. Everywhere you go, it's like 3 times, 4 times as much. Can't afford a home right now. Almost $1 million for a small house. You just have to figure ways to live within your means and be grateful for what you have. So yeah, this is a short talk. I just had to say this. It's been on my mind for the last couple of years. If you have any comments about this, feel free. And I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and thanks for listening.